Okay. So competing in an endurance race, Shannon cycled for 120 kilometers and then she swam for 12 kilometers. Her average cycling speed was 8 times faster than her average swimming speed. Shannon took 9 hours to complete the race. Calculate her average cycling speed. So we're always going to have distance, speed, time, and I was just giving you outside the word. So distance, speed, time. And what are the two things we're comparing? Shannon's what and what? What is she doing? What does she think she's doing? Yeah. Cycling. So cycling and swimming. Over here, what does she think she's doing? Now, the hint to you, there will be 2 of these boxes that no matter what information you're given, will be empty. And you're going to use the formula to fill them in. So when you're sitting there on the test and you're like, I can't fill these boxes in, and you're like crying, you're like, I have no idea, think formula. Because that will happen every single time. You use the formula. So, competing in an endurance run, Shannon cycled for 120 kilometers. Where does that go? This is cycling. 120. And what you can do is you can go up there and put in brackets kilometers. And then swim for 12 kilometers. Okay. It says her average cycling speed, was 8 times faster than her average swimming speed. Her average cycling speed was 8 times, which makes sense. She's probably cycling faster as a pretty fast swimmer if they're doing that. So what are we comparing? Cycling to swimming or swimming to cycling? Cycling to swimming? Yes. So 8 times faster. Her cycling speed is 8 times faster than her swimming. So her swimming will make be X. Her swimming speed is X. What's her cycling speed then? 8X. If it says 8 kilometers or 8 kilometers per hour faster, then it would be X plus 8. Like it says 8 times faster. Times is just a fandangly word for multiply, right? Fandangly is a fandangly word for fandangly. Yeah? 8 times faster, so 8x. Now we have 2 boxes that are going to be empty, those boxes, but they do give us extra information. So at this point, they'll either say, which is not possible for this one, that it took them the same time to swim as cycle, which makes no sense in this question. Then you take the time for swimming and say equal to the time for cycling, right? That's not this question. This one says Shannon took 9 hours to complete the race. So is that the time it took her to swim or the time it took her to cycle? Total time. So they either give you that these two are equal to each other, same time, then when you figure out these times are equal to each other, which is not the case. Or they give you the total time. The total time is 9 hours. Or they'll tell you it took her this much longer to cycle than to swim. Okay? So we have total time here. I still see phones up. So, the time boxes are empty, which means I need to use my formula. Remember, whenever they're empty, you can't figure those last boxes out, you use formula. So I cover up time, and time is distance divided by speed. I know distance, I know speed. I fill it in. So distance divided by speed. So 120 divided by 8x. Well, for this one, it'll be 12 divided by x. Right? The total time for those two to happen is 9. And this is why this is in the rational unit. 120 divided by 8x plus 12 divided by x equals 9. Just a solving question. So I actually don't care what they're asking me to find at this point. I'm going to have to find x no matter what they ask me to find. But when I'm done finding out x, they could ask me for the cycling speed. Well, I just fill in x here and times it by 8, now give me cycling speed. If they ask me for the swimming speed, it's just wherever the heck I find my answer to be. They could ask me for the time it takes to cycle. So I go 120 divided by bracket 8 times whatever I find x. Or they could ask me for the time it takes to swim. I go 12 divided by whatever x. So X sometimes isn't actually the answer of what they're asking you to find. It might help you to get there. Okay? So they are asking me for the cycling speed. If I give my answer X, I find out what my answer is, and I tell you that that's the answer to this question. Actually, X is the swimming speed. So that answer will be on your diploma, but that would be the wrong one. You have to take whatever you find X to be and times it by 8, and that will actually be the correct answer. It's asking me for the cycling speed. It's asking me for this. Right? So I'm going to have to find X by solving the rational, and then times it by 8 to get my answer. All right? So biggest error happens that people solve for X and just give me that answer. And sometimes that's not actually what they're asking me for. In this case, they're not. They're asking me for cycling speed. If you give me X as the answer, that's actually the swimming speed, which is not correct. Does that make sense? Okay. How do we solve this? How do we solve? Yep. You have to find a common denominator on both sides, right? You get a common denominator on both sides, and then you get that our numerator is equal to. So what's common to 8x and x? We're going back 8x and x, and I guess this one's 1. So 2 of the 3 have x, right? So I know I'm going to need an x. This one needs an x. And now they all have an x. And you just see what they all also need. So this one has an 8. This one has a 1, so I can make this 8. So I'm going to have to times this one by 8. And this one by 8. And this one by 8. So we're solving x can equal 0, which would make sense anyways. If you got 0 and you wanted to put that as the answer, that wouldn't make sense. That would mean the cycling speed and the swimming speed was nothing. Which is just so. Alright. So we get 120 over 8x. What's 12 times 8? 90 times 6 over 8x. 9 times 8 is 72x. So on here I have 120 plus 96, which is 2 over 8x equals 72x over 8x. What do I do now that I have numerators to numerator, or denominators to denominators? I make that numerator equal to numerator. Yeah, I make 5. So 216 equals 72x. 5 by 72. What does that give you? So 3 kilometers per hour. Now, if you gave me that as my answer in the numerical form, you'd be wrong. If you gave that to me as my answer in the multiple choice, you'd be wrong. Is X wrong? Is your answer wrong? No. But if that was your final answer, you'd be incorrect, because that is actually the swimming speed. The cycling speed is 24 kilometers per hour. How long do they swim for? Well, 12 divided by 3. It's down for 4 hours. If it's down for 4 hours, then it's going to be 5 hours. So now I can answer any of those questions. If they ask me, what's the cycling speed? You tell me 24 kilometers per hour, which is what they actually asked for. If they ask for swimming speed, you tell me 3 kilometers per hour. They can ask for how long did he cycle? 5 hours. How long did he swim? 4 hours, right? So now any of those answers are fair game answers. But the only answer I'm looking for is 24 kilometers per hour. Like, okay? You guys try example 2. Just filling it in. Just fill in the chart. Coordinated council tracks were not turned to Harvard Student Council and Nationalist Congress. Each of the travel budget allowed for the trip Holy Trinity Council has 2 options. They can meet tonight by bus, or they can save 3 hours by leaving tomorrow morning. And using the express train, okay? So which travels 25 kilometers faster than the bus? The express train and bus. So you could say leaving today or tomorrow, it doesn't really matter, as long as it's different, but I'm going to say express train and bus. if you put today or tomorrow, then this would be today, I guess, and this would be tomorrow. If you need the faster one, if you can. Okay? Then you have distance speed time. So we have the express train travels 25 kilometers faster than the bus. So we're comparing this express train to the bus, right? So this is going to be X. The bus is going to be X. 20 that would be 25 times that. Which is like a crazy train.
Oh, yes.
So if it's 25 kilometers faster, it would be what? X plus 25. That is a really fast express train if it's 25 times faster than the bus. It's faster like if you're going like, say the bus is going 100, it would be 2,500 kilometers per hour. That's right. Like, that is a fast train. Well, like you're gonna get more sickness, but it's like it's gonna happen. If you get on the train, boom, there you are. You're in Manitoba. All right. The distance between Knoxtown and Harborville is 15 kilometers. So which one of these is 1,500 kilometers away? Which one do I pick for the 1,500? How about both? Because the distance between Knoxtown and Harborville doesn't change whether you're on the bus or the train. So 1,500, 1,500. And then the time is going to be an hour because the units have to correlate. Okay. Now it says the distance between Knoxtown and Harborville is 1,500. Determine the average speed of the express train and calculate how long it would take to travel between Knoxtown and Harborville by express train. Okay? So, does it give us anything about time or anything like that? What did you give us?
3 hours.
Yeah. So, it says you can save 3 hours. So, let's think about that. If we're saving 3 hours using the express train, this messes people up, and this is when I was like, when they were equal time, I was like, I got this. When the total time, I was like, I got this. When they do this, I'd be like, no, Mama, no, why? So I did. I cried a lot, and then I would guess. And when I guess, no, I got time to turn that off. And when I would guess, it was a really good chance I was guessing wrong. Okay? And that was how I rolled. So we don't want you guessing. You know what? You know what? You should. You got. I was telling you got leg fashion. I don't know anyone else who's leg fashion but you. Leg fashion.
We need that makes 0 sense.
All right. Side note. Ignore that. And Ian's leg fashion. Okay. So the train is 3 hours faster than the bus. Yes. So would this be true? If I went train minus bus time, I would get 3 hours. Or if I went bus minus train time, I would get 3 hours. Okay. It'd be bus minus train. Why? Which one takes longer? The bus takes longer. If I do train minus the bus time, the train time is shorter, minus the bus time is longer, I'm going to negative amount, which I don't have, right? So this one is incorrect, and that would be the one I don't take. So if you take bus, which is longer, and you minus off the shorter one, you're going to get up for 3 hours. Okay? Now we need to get the time. Remember time with the formula? With distance divided by speed? We're going to do that. So 1,500 divided by x plus 25 and 1,500 divided by x. Now I told you bus minus train, right? Well, bus is 1,500 over x minus train, which is 1,500 over x plus 25. And I'm going to put the x plus 25 in its own bracket to the x in its own bracket. So you don't just try and add 25 to that x, and that is not going to work. Let's go into x plus 25 is 1. Remember, I can't just add 25 to that x because you multiply when they come denominators. So if I write positive 25 times x, that's 25x. That's not the same, right? So there's actually nothing in common. So I have to multiply this one by x plus 25. This one by x. And this one by x and x plus 25, which means I'm going to end up with an x squared. Means I'm going to have to use quadratic formula. I'm a coder from way back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that. Okay. So we're going to get 1,500x plus what's 25 times 1,500? Yes. Okay, so this is x and x plus 25. Remember, we don't put the denominators together. And then minus 1,500x. Now the 3 and x we can put together and then just distribute it. So you can go 3 times x first because we're going to stop in an end bracket. Remember how we distribute in? So we're going to have 3x times that. So 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times 25 plus the 75x. Now we're going to go 1,500 and plus 77,500 minus 1,500x over x plus 25. So 1,500x is canceled. And then I get that my numerators equal to each other. Okay. 37,500. 3x squared plus 75. X. What do we have to do when we have an x squared?
Not use quadratic formula.
Use quadratic formula, which means we have to get everything to and equal to 0. And then we got 37,500 over 3x squared plus 75x minus 37,500. And go. Whenever under the square root sign, remember you just put it in your calculator all at once. Exactly how it looks. Bracket 75 bracket squared. Minus 4 times 3 times negative 37,500. Ooh, what? You're going to get 455,625 over 6. Which is negative 75 plus or minus 675 over 6. Because the square root of 455,625 is 675. And then get two answers. One is not going to make sense. You won't get two answers that actually work. Negative 75 plus 675 over 6. Negative 75 minus 675 over 6.
So you're telling me before you can cancel And this is what they got.
Yes. So, 100. And then this one is in the negative. One of those types of people. Okay.
Usually mine.
Good. Sure. She has a point. She has a point. Okay. So, this is not really. So this is X here. X represents the speed of the bus. There is no way that the bus, my goodness, the bus cannot go 125 kilometers per hour. So we have 100, and then we have to answer what the question is asking us. What did the question answer? Determine the average speed of the express train and calculate how long it would take to travel between Knoxville and so the express train is X plus 25. So the express train speed is 100 plus 25. So it's 125 kilometers per hour. How long does it take? Well, fill it in. 1,500 divided by 100 plus 125. So 1,500 divided by 125. 12 hours. And those are your answers. Now, if this was it could be a multiple choice. It could be like ordinary one. Determine the average speed of the express train, and it'll say the speed of the express train is blank kilometers per hour, and they'll put in a little line. And then they'll say the time it takes to the express train is blank dot 2 hours, and they'll have column 1 is the 1 dot, column 2 is the 2 dot, and then it's like A is this or this, B is this or this, C is this or this, D is this.